we go. Time to play the game. Start the game. Boo, 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 boo. Alright, so off we go. Boom. Alright, that's right. Pardon me for clearing my throat here. Seem to be running with a little bit of cold or something, so. Alright, so we're kind of chasing down the power bomb here that this guy just stole from us. Oh no! There we go, made it past. Now this one's a little bit of a bunk thing. Mostly because if you hang too low, or you jump above it, out of the way, you. Get up. Just run. Run, fool, run. Oh, crap. Go this way. And now they're all chasing me. Now we gotta get up. There we go. Ah! Couldn't jump out of the way. Gonna die, gonna die, gonna die! Oh no! Up! 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 Go! Shit! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Then you boop! Goodbye! Doom. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, the save room's kind of necessary. Okay, so we got past that part. Yeah, we might as well save. Alright. So alright. Wow. We got some water down there. Can't really do anything in there. We don't want to even stay in the water for too long. I think you can drown if you could get in there. But thankfully they make it so you can't get in there. But hey, what's this? I've always liked this Chozo, temple music. Boom, boom. And this is a little bit of a nod to the manga and a little further insight into the history of Samus. Which is cool. I like it. Got the little child-type music in the background. Kind of like a lullaby. So this is a test. As you can see, we're up there. And if you shoot yourself, it hurts. We're actually waiting for it to, that. And it releases a symbol, and now this thing's going to start moving. Woo, woo. And so now it becomes a little bit tougher, and it fires lightning bolts at us. Moves a little faster. Messed up. Gets struck by lightning and it resets. Alright. Now when the lightning hits, it's going to travel along the... So you stop bumping me. Damn it. What? I gotta have a full charge for it to work? That's kind of bump. Bunk. Sorry. Damn it. Probably gonna die. Yep, there you go. Oh, man. I'll get it. I'm not too worried about that. It's just stupid errors. They happen. But yeah, I don't think you can skip the cutscenes either. Oh yeah, you can. Could. Burr, burr. All right. One down. Ah! Ran into him instead of shot him. Ah, you fool. Samus, you fool! Oh, come on. Why am I having so much trouble here? The game's taking pity on me. It's like, we're not going to strike you with lightning for a little bit. Fuck. There we go. I don't remember ever having this much issue with this. There we go. Alright, that fixes things up. And it reveals the new version of the power suit shortly. I was too far over to the left. I had to move over a little bit for the game to register. Oh, she wants the new suit. Hey, look at that. We got all our abilities back, and we get the plasma beam. What? Okay, we also get the gravity suit. And we also get the space jump. So her suit's been upgraded. She still has the original power suit, but now her Varia suit has been upgraded to the full Chozo Warriors outfit. And that's kind of their excuse for why she gets a different Varia suit in Metroid 2, is because she's upgraded her original power suit to include this little thing here. So, there we go. Space jump. You don't want to jump too slow or from too low an angle kind of deal. What? Oh no, everything dies. This is the fuck you gun, basically. Missiles, which we now have. And gravity suit lets us just move through water. Sweet. Super missile. Alright, let me see if I can remember. I don't think there's anything else down here. Except for this. So you see that? You ready? Let's see if I can remember how to do this. That's not it. No. What we have to do... It's not that. Try it again. Son of a gun, I messed up. We have to keep a charge basically all the way up these ramps for another power-up. Get rid of that. Make myself have a little extra room to run around in. Oh, this is not going to be fun. Oh, too high. So what you're gonna do... I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this fucking space jump. So you come, you get up here, and then you're gonna have to save it and get up here and do it again. And then save it and get up here and... Yeah. That is not what I intended to have happen. We might be making life more difficult for ourselves, Tom. Oh, man. Power-ups are a pain in the ass to get sometimes. Marg. Alright, come on. I don't even remember what this nets me, to be honest. Son of a bitch. I definitely did not mean to hit down on that one. Alright. Too high. Well, let me show you what we're trying to do. So you run, you get it all the way through here. And guess what? No. There is... down here. I believe it's down here. Well, there's this. The missile expansion here. There you go. That's where we're trying to get with our speed booster. Oh, man. Let's check this map out. So we are in Chozodia. Pardon me. Man. So we have the, what's it called there? And it'll get us an energy tank. So that's what I'm aiming for, is that energy tank. Basically, this is, you know, I don't know why. So, the screw attack in this, you have to jump before the end of your arc. Otherwise, you just screw up, right? Hey, look, power bomb. We'll get that in a little bit. I've never been the best space jumper. I don't know why. For some reason, like, especially if I go over this way. If I treat it like a wall jump, I do pretty good. And you just don't have just enough space to do that, so... So that's why you need the space jump for, or the speed boost for that part, so you just go through, whee! Gotta get one more. One more block. I said one more block. Try again. Oh, I got up there and missed the down button. So yeah, when you're running with the With the Shine Spark thing, what you do is you hit down and it saves this charge, basically. And then you can't be spinning for it to work, all kinds of stuff. You know, I gotta check something. I believe you can get out of a spin in Super Metroid by... No. Alright. Not the best idea I have, but if I need to get out of a spin, I know how again. Not up! Oh, man. We're getting this. I'm gonna get that stupid thing. Unless I hit the top of that thing, 8 billion times. What? Why didn't she run up the... I think this game hates me sometimes. That's unusual. See? Should be running... Oh, you know what? I wonder... Oh, man. I don't think you lose too much health either for... No! No! God bless. God bless the internet. Alright, so while I attempt this... See, yeah. So if you're not holding over to continue her run, she'll just hit that edge and stop. Didn't realize that until now. Oh, man. Okay. So you can't... Okay. Try and see if I could hit that and save it without having to run up too far, but either my inputs are not pixel perfect or you just can't do it that way. I don't believe you can save a charge by running and then jumping. I wonder... Oh, nope. Don't have a high enough jump for it. Not what I intended. Oh. Son of a gun. What is that, like, bones in the background thing? Some kind of Chozodia mural, of course, but... Got some angels, king, queen, it looks like. Yep, that works, Samus. Exactly what I intended to have happen. Chozodia Angel, ruler of the sun, I don't know. Alright. You have just not enough space for this one. I'm trying to trick you to think you do, so you can be like, oh, I can do this without having to do it this way. Yeah. No. Try again. Alright. Let me just kind of relax back in my chair, run back and forth a little bit. I could actually go on and just beat the game from here. Which is very tempting to do. I really wanted to do 100% on this one, but I don't know why I'm having so many issues with this. So I have been playing, like I said, I've been playing Oh, just missed. I've been playing Persona 3 offline, just leveling up. I'm trying to get a couple of more levels before I really, fuck a duck. I don't want to leave this place and have to come back for it. Basically, I'm trying to... God damn it. This is when the frustration gets real. Some of these power-ups are just stupid to get. And if you input something incorrectly, blah, 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 you know? I wish I could figure out why my function keys don't work. Because that would be perfect, because I could just save state from here. Because if I hit F10, nothing. I don't think... So that kind of works. I can enlarge and shrink the screen. Awesome. No! Ah! Son of a gun! Alright. We're getting this. I don't care what it takes. We're getting this. Not like that. We're not getting it that way. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba. No, oh, come on. I didn't... It becomes very easy to pull off a screw attack in this game, you know, to get a regular jump, you can't be holding over. You can go over, but you have to hit the jump and then over. And it's not like you can turn off any of the things in here, like in Super Metroid. Like, I can't turn off Ice Beam. I can't turn off, you know, XYZ Beam. So, which makes sense for a handheld in some ways. Son of a gun. I'm not trying to come out of the jump yet. Before I couldn't get it to work, and now I can't get it to stop working. Awesome. What I'm trying to do is turn and land on the thing and then do the run like I did before. Alright. But yeah, right now I'm trying to get the Alice, what's it called? Persona 3, I'm trying to get Alice with Megiddo, which is like a request by Elizabeth. I think I need a couple more levels to be able to summon her. Ah, fuck you! Alright, I think we're just going to continue on. If I want 100%, I might have to do this on my own time, because this is taking forever. And I don't like that. Alright, so let's keep going. And look, we can go into lava now. Super missile. But I really hated the speed boost sections in this game where you have to like speed boost up ramps and stupid screwball attack. Space jump was a cool addition to the games, but I hate it. Hey, guess what? Alright, from here, we've got another power-up we can grab. On the way out. And we drop down. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Let's go ahead and grab that power-up. Whoop. There we go, another super missile. Boom, ba-da-da-bum, bum, ba-ba-da. Now they must run from me! Yay, fully restored. Alright. Alright, so another space jump section. I hate space jump. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Alright, so yeah, so like I was saying, I don't think there's... Just make sure, yeah. Hey, stop bouncing off that. There will be some black space pirates eventually, and those are a pain. Go up, go up, go up. No, up, up. You can, of course, just get through there with the speed boost, but... Okay, there. We're back in the ship. Let's see. See these guys? They don't work on missiles, only plasma beam hits them. So yeah, basically they've given up on, you know, on ignoring Samus. How do I get up there? Further up, okay. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-da. I can't get up this way? Do I really have to go around the long way? I guess it is the long way for me. Power bomb door. Okay. Or not power bomb door, but power bombs necessary. Stupid. Yay! Oh, screwed up. I thought I could kill him that real quick. But I can't. Oh, I saved back here? Shit! Well, that's a kick in the teeth. I didn't save as quickly as I thought I did. Did the controller freeze up on me again? We'll find out in 1 sec. If it did, I think I'm going to stop playing this game for today, because that's annoying. Come on, controller. Yeah, controller's being a dummy. Alright. Alright, so what we're going to do instead... Yeah, so... Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, I just couldn't get out of the thing. I like to be wrong. God bless. Boom. Bum, bum. Missed. Boom. 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 Damn it. Burp. Ah, son of a gun. Oh, come on. How did that not count? Arg. Oh man, this part has always given me problems, even when I was really decent at this game and I wasn't as rusty as you know, one of those tools you see on the "we restored this bread cutter" kind of deal. I should have saved after I got out of this though, and I did not because I'm an idiot. Alright, this one, the first one is always easy, right? You just gotta pop it. Wham. Come on. Now he's gonna move. He's gonna start throwing lightning at me. Alright. Now he moves a little bit faster. And throws it down the middle. Oh, come on. That was mine. We both know it. Ah! No! Tom. Failing one shot at a time. Welcome to my Let's Play, where I show you how not to play Metroid. Basically, you don't shoot yourself, so... come on. Lasts longer than half a second already. Ah, fuck me. And there we go. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Damn it. Oh my gosh. Tom, you gotta... Okay. Alright, we're gonna get it this time. Last time I got it on, I think, the second try, but, you know, I died without saving, so of course... The game's gonna be like, nah, you got it too easy last time. Keep trying. Ah, wrong button. Then he's gonna release himself. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, just over him. Alright. There we go. Shot myself. Don't I get any invincibility frames? Come on, invincibility frame me. Once, just once. Ah, Tom, come on. What? I shot it. No, run. Ah, fuck. There we go. Alright, let's get this done and over with. Let's get our gravity suit. I always did like this scene, though. Boof. Plasma beams back. Gravity suit is on. And we have the space jump, which is the bane of my existence. A fully powered suit, yeah! Boom, gravity suit. So this room kind of gives you a tutorial too on space jump. So, you know, you can jump as long as you hit it at the right time and you don't, like, you can't turn midair and do it. Like so if I just jump this way and I just turn and jump, it works. But sometimes it doesn't. And I can never tell when that's going to be the case. But yeah, they basically drop you into the middle of a bunch of space pirates to be like, look, this is missiles, right? Yeah. Look how strong you are now. This has the speed boost thing. Get a missile tank. Get this. There is a energy tank here. I'm gonna try to get it one time. Probably not gonna get it though. Go around. Ah, yeah. Jump up, get down. This might not end up being 100%. just to grease my own buttons. There is a item here somewhere. I believe there's a missile around here somewhere. Pretty sure there was a missile around here. No! Up. 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 up, up. Ah! Ah! The space jump is a cool addition, but I fucking hate it. I think it's here. There it is. Missile. Got it. Okay, good. Space jump. Why? Get the missile from over here. We continue on. Alright, so I keep meaning to talk about it, and then I just don't. So I'm going to talk about it this time. The Metroid series of games, depending on how you look at it, you know, is actually a quite extensive series. You can actually kill these things now. So, of course, you have Metroid, right? You got the original. Let's go ahead and get this item in here real quick. It's just a... there you go. But you just need a missile to get to it. So you had the original Metroid, and then you had Metroid 2 for the Game Boy, right? Both these games have seen remakes. Fuck it, you know what? Fine, be that way. Sorry. So both these games have seen remakes. One thing I am realizing as Dread is coming up, and that's kind of why I wanted to play this a little bit, as well as do something that wasn't just grinding on Persona 3. Yes, I want to save. Getting a hold of some of these games is actually kind of difficult. I luck out in that I actually do own the original cart for this game. I do own Metroid Zero Mission, and I do also actually own, what's it called? Fusion. So I own both those games. Sorry, one second. Let me just... So I own both Metroid and Metroid Fusion on their carts. Ah, crap. And... Sorry, one second. I don't know why, but space jump for me is just fucking impossible for me to pull off properly. There. So, that's what I was saying. I own both Fusion and Zero Mission on their original carts, and due to the Switch, you can still play the original Metroid. You can also play Super Metroid. So, getting a hold of some of these games isn't too difficult if you want to, like, you know, play some of them, right? Some of them, though, like Zero Mission, there is no... By the way, this doesn't work if there's enemies in the area. So you gotta come back in. There we go. So getting a hold of them to play some of them, it's difficult especially if you want to play the originals. You can play, so if you own a 3DS, you can also get a hold of the original Metroid 2 if you want to play the original, or you can also get the remake, Samus Returns, which I also own. But beyond that, it's actually kind of difficult to get a hold of some of these things. Like, is this a good way to go? I think. There we go. How can you be waiting behind a door that you... Oh no! Watch this. Ready? Ah! Hey. Ah! Get a hold of that fucking thing already. Jesus. There. That's all I wanted, was a super missile. So anyway, so getting a hold of all the games is actually really difficult if you want to get a hold of the originals, if you don't have the hardware. And that is kind of a bummer. This guy sucks. You gotta wait for him to move and go the other direction. Go! Burp, 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 gonk droid. I always thought they were gonk droids, but it's not. All that just for another super missile. Okay, let's see, from here... I think we need to go up. I'm just trying to avoid fighting the black suited dudes for now. No reason to fight them, so why bother? Especially since you can't really hurt them. I mean, you can, but they'll definitely deal you a lot more damage than you deal them. So, oh, fuck. I forgot about this guy. These guys in any Metroid game are the fucking bane of speedrunning. Ah, there we go. Oh, look, it's a door we can't get in. That'll fix soon enough, though. Hey, stop it. There we go. It's actually quicker to go underneath because you don't get shocked. So it's quicker and safer. And there's the door. But yeah, it's kind of sucky that you can't really easily get and play a lot of the classics, especially with Dread coming out. And even worse is getting a hold of the Metroid Prime games. I loved the Metroid Prime games. And and there you go. That's the last of the power-ups. Basically, what'll happen now is you go here, you hit select, or you hit the missile button. Do this, and boom. Opens up all the yellow doors. Basically, power bombs are used to get to hold of other power bombs. You don't really need it. Like I said, you know, I can actually now go on and beat the game from here. Now that I've got power bombs. I can just go and beat the game. There's nothing else that you need. I don't even know, honestly, if you need power bombs to beat the game. I can't remember. I don't remember if there's like a power bomb door you just can't get into with Ridley kind of deal. So I'll go ahead and save here. I don't remember. We'll find out. Because it refills it anyway, so you might as well check. Power bombs become the easiest way to check if there's anything hidden in any room. Because it'll reveal all the blocks, all that kind of stuff. So now that you have the power bombs, if you wanted to go through and clear out the rest of the areas, very easy to do. The hardest ones, like I said, will end up being the energy tanks. Because you have to do some tricks to get some of them. Alright. Speed booster blocks. I don't remember what this nets you, but let's find out, huh? Messed up. So if I come through here, and you run, get it. Oh. Jump too late. So basically, yeah, that's the other block right there. As you can see, there's something up above. There you go. And that's basically how you get back from this area. Alright, let's try and get this thing one more time. It's actually not too difficult to get. I just jump to... I keep jumping too late. But I think Ridley's just past this... Oh, too early. I want to say that Ridley's just basically ahead here. I could already tell that was too early, or too late, rather. There we go. This one is no fun. Why? You ready? You have the speed boost all the way to this energy tank. So basically what will happen is you get here and then you have to fall and then speed boost here so that you don't hit those and you make it all the way there. So basically to get that energy tank, let's see if I can do this. Go this way, up. Oh, I hit the... Anyways, screw it. We're going on. Let's go get rid of Ridley. Here we go. It's Mecha Ridley. If you don't have 100% items, he's actually easier to fight. As you can see, that didn't do anything. See that metal thing right there? That's what we gotta hit. As you can see, my aim is fucking terrible. So when you have 100% items, this attack, by the way, does 100. Basically, it gets rid of 1 energy tank. Ah. So I save super missiles for when after I get rid of that glass. Like that. Now he's going to shoot lasers, shoot missiles. You can get energy and stuff back from the missiles, of course. He also has less health when you don't have 100%. Ah, I missed. There you go. Quick, easy, done. Alright, now what? Oh! It's not a Metroid game. If you don't have a self-destruct! Now we gotta get the hell out of here. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, basically this is not the time to be stingy with anything. Get the fuck out. That's what time this is. Basically, they also shepherd you the direction they want you to go. There's only certain doors that are open. I kind of feel like the Space Pirates are running willy-nilly now. Not because they're trying to get away, but they're just fucking confused. What the hell, man? They said it wasn't going to work on us. Shoot. Messed up. I ran out of power bombs. Do, 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 do. Ah! And this is where most of my time is spent trying to space jump my way up the frickin' spaces here. Space jump up the spaces. And then this thing. We're about to blow up! Move faster! You can't blow these up. You can't make them move faster. They just move. So yeah, this is just to make you like, oh god! No! Kind of deal, right? So to get any further, you gotta kill these things. One down, 2 down. And that'll open this. And then just to fuck with you, one last guy. Jump in here and you're out. I like this guy. He's like, get him! Samus ain't leaving us! Get her! And out we go. So I probably got about 80% is my guess. So if you don't get it all, mission accomplished instead of mission completed. If you don't 100% it. I don't think you can skip. Credits. They just play. So, yeah, so let's talk about the game. So, in the current order of games, it goes Metroid Zero Mission, which we just completed, is her main mission, her first real sword A against space pirates. She's been kind of fighting them before this, right? Before this, she was a child on planet. I can't remember what the planet's name was. But basically, some Chozo came, they visited the planet, and the space pirates are chasing after the Chozo, but they don't know it. The Chozo don't. So, Gray Voice and Old Bird come to the same planet that I think her father is a researcher or something like that, or her mother is, one of them is, or a miner or something, but they live on this planet. Human colony. Space pirates come and they kill everyone. Except for Samus. Samus lives because her mother basically comes along and sacrifices herself to save her. So Samus at a young age watches her mother die in front of her. And then her father sacrifices himself in order to try and kill all the space pirates, including Ridley. This does cause Ridley to take a lot of damage. Ridley is not taken out, though. Instead, I think they mention it a little bit in Other M, or in the comic, I can't remember which. But Ridley survives by eating the dead and whatever survivors you can find on the planet. That's how he lives. That's how he regains his strength, as he kills and eats people. And at one point, it is thought that Samus probably had to watch Ridley eat the bodies of her parents. It is very highly suggested in the comic that that's happened. So she leaves there when the Chozo return. I can't remember. I think they catch the distress signal and the Chozo return, and the only survivor left on the planet is a young Samus. The Chozo, for the most part, a very benevolent and wise species. And their benevolence and pity for Samus, they decide to... Yeah, I got one of the worst ending pictures. 6 hours, right? 3. Oh, wow, I did a lot better than I thought I did. I'm going to say 81%. 69. Wow, I didn't grab a lot, did I? So... Yeah, so the... see you next mission. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this off real quick. Burp. And we'll go to here. There we go. So, Samus, as I said, is picked up by the Chozo. They decide they're going to raise her, especially since the space pirates kind of followed them to the planet. So she ends up being raised by Old Bird and Gray Voice. In order to survive on planet SR388, which where our second game takes place, the Chozo do infuse her with some DNA. With some Chozo DNA, they give her original power suit, and they train her to be a warrior. She goes off and she joins the Galactic Federation. And she's there for a little while. She works underneath Adam Malkovich, who is a big part of some of the stories, especially with Fusion and Other M. And so she works with him for a little while. And basically what ends up happening is at the Zero mission, depending on your source, it is thought that in some sources she's already left the Federation. I think in one of the original comics, that was put in Magazine Z, I think it was called, way back when in Japan. She was still part of the Federation at this time. But the new canon is she had left the Federation already. And she's gone off already after leaving the Federation. She's known for her bravery, her skill, her strength, all this kind of stuff. And she's fought space pirates before, but nothing too major. She just goes, she fights them, saves people, all that kind of stuff. The Federation likes to rely on her because they know she is a reliable hunter. Because that's basically what's kind of happened, is that you have the Space Federation, and then you have, or the Galactic Federation, then you have a group of people who are called space hunters, or bounty hunters, however you want to look at it, and they hunt the pirates. Because they're just such an all-encompassing force. They're all over, it's hard for them to be pinned down. So the Federation does use this outside mercenary force of people, basically. Samus being one of them. They hire her to go investigate planet Zebes. Zebes, however you want to call it. And so she travels there. And... Sorry, yeah, Zebes. That's where she was raised, not SR-388. I was getting things confused there. So she ends up on planet Zebes, place where she was raised by the Chozo. It isn't really talked about in the games, but it is in the manga. Mother Brain is actually a Chozo creation. She's a computer that they made to help them with their everyday lives and to help manage certain things. One of those things being Metroid, which they talk about being made by the Chozo in Fusion and in the manga that came before Zero Mission. So she ends up on this planet. She ends up having to face Ridley again. She ends up having to face some of the ghosts of her past. Ridley does escape, as does Kraid, even though she thinks she's killed them. So she goes through, she fights Mother Brain, she takes out Mother Brain, who, I believe it is mentioned in the comics, that you don't see it in this game, but it is mentioned in the comics that Mother Brain did offer her the chance to join her. She refused. Mother Brain is out to kind of... Because Mother Brain is a computer that's made to actually help with causing galactic peace and all that, because the Chozo know that their time is running out. As a species, they are no longer propagating, and they've been basically living on by extending their lifespan, and it's just coming to a point where they can't do it anymore. So the Chozo are dying out. So Mother Brain is their last attempt, along with the Metroids, to usher in a galactic peace. Because even though the Chozo are a bunch of peace-loving birds, they're also a race of warriors. But they weren't, they weren't like the space pirates. They were a race of warriors who wanted the betterment of everything around them. And you can see that in a lot of the games. When you go and, they kind of drifted off from the warrior status and they went to a more spiritual nature. So Zero Mission comes, you decline Mother Brain's offer to join the space pirates, you take out Mother Brain, and your spaceship gets shot down. You end up enhancing your power suit and getting the fully powered version of the suit that is a special Chozo artifact, and then you escape the space pirates after taking out Ridley. This leads actually now into... They're called side stories, but they are canon. This leads actually to the Prime series of games. So you have Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime, and then after that comes Metroid Prime Hunters. Then Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, Corruption, Federation Force, and then I think Metroid Prime 4 is supposed to take place after Federation Force. The Prime games expand a little bit more on what kind of has occurred between Samus's two major missions, between her taking out the main base of space pirates on Zebes and then ending up on SR-388. It deals with a new element called Phazon, which she eradicates by Metroid Prime 3. She gets rid of it all. This was also our introduction to Dark Samus, who disappears after Metroid Prime 3. But it's basically a further telling and embellishing of Samus's heroics and why people come to rely on her so much beyond just, oh yeah, she took out the space pirate base on Zebes. She's done other things. She does other jobs for the Federation. Prime has her actually taking on a space pirate frigate, and then she ends up responding to its emergency beacon without realizing what it is, because you end up finding the crashed frigate on the planet later. Hunters is basically... I haven't played Hunters. This is one of the few in-canon games I haven't played. It is for the 3DS. But basically, it's a group of bounty hunters being hired to go pick up the, this special device before the space pirates can get it. And turns out the special device is actually a world-ending monster, basically. We got Prime 2 Echoes. Echoes was really cool. Echoes is probably my favorite of the Prime games. It introduced a species called the Luminoth, who are somewhat similar to the Chozo. They are a group of warriors and a group of scholars. And their planet is being split by Phazon. Their planet got corrupted at some point in the past, and they've been fighting a group called the Ing, which are kind of like Phazon creatures. But yeah, it was a really cool game. It introduced, like I said, the Luminoth, who know the Chozo. In fact, at one point you get into a Luminoth observatory, and there's lots of cool planets. They got Zebes and SR388 and this planet and that planet. It was really cool to see all this stuff. I'm hoping to be able to find a way to play this game on my channel eventually. Not just yet, though. Corruption was interesting. Corruption involved the Galactic Federation kind of realizing a way to use the Phazon as a weapon. You end up being hired by the Galactic Federation to go help them on a planet that's being attacked by a Phazon warship. It's basically a Phazon seed, which is what caused the disturbance on the Luminoth home planet ages ago. This game was cool because I didn't like the motion controls, but the game was fun. It introduced a little bit more on the Chozo as you go to a sky world, basically. Kind of like Cloud City from Star Wars, which was built by the Chozo, and it's now manned by robots that they left behind. It's kind of sad, though, because the robots are things are breaking down. It's a little sad to see the loss of this ancient civilization that the Chozo made, because it can't last forever. And so you kind of see it falling apart around you. You find other planets with dinosaur people, all these really cool little things that enhance the lore and world building that is available in Metroid. So eventually Samus does get corrupted by the Phazon herself, and they build her a PED suit, a Phazon enhancement device, which lets you use the Phazon and all that kind of stuff, and you kind of have to vent it here and there, otherwise you can become too corrupted by the end of the game. This game was a lot of fun, like I said. Federation Force is the next game. Basically, never played this one, but I did look up the story a little bit. Basically, what's happened is the Galactic Federation has realized they're relying a little bit too much on Samus. Every time a big problem occurs, they call on her. So they kind of make suits that are a little similar to hers, arm cannons, all this kind of stuff, trying to make their own version of the Chozo power suit. Basically, when they had her under during Prime 3, when they were enhancing her suit with the PED, they kind of studied her suit a little bit, trying to make their own. So Federation Forces deals with a group of elite soldiers who are given the chance to test out this equipment, and they're going on their missions. Eventually, they do have to face a brainwashed Samus who, of course, does break out eventually and comes and saves their asses when they're about to give up. And just be like, okay, cool, we beat the boss, there's no way to escape, we're fucked, whatever. Samus comes and saves them. After this, right now on the timeline, is Metroid 2, and its enhancement, Metroid 2 Samus Returns, or Return of Samus. I've played the Game Boy one a little bit, very confusing because all the screens are so similar. Kind of the same issue I have with the original Metroid. I get lost very easily in it. The remake was a lot of fun. They introduced some cool monsters. Like there's a mining part where you have to fight this mining droid and all. Really a lot of fun. They introduced the Counter-Strike where she swings her arm up and knocks an enemy back so you can have a free couple shots on it. Game's a lot of fun. If you can get it for your 3DS, go ahead and get it. And then after that comes Super Metroid. Super Metroid is a direct continuation from Samus Returns. Samus Returns, by the end of it, you have actually eradicated the Metroid menace on planet SR388. But there's one Metroid left who looks at you as its mother, the baby Metroid. You take it to a special space station. The space station's kind of studying it. And comes under attack. So just as you leave, it comes under attack. You turn around, you return. All the scientists are killed. And you find Ridley. He's not dead. Like I said, he managed to escape even though you think he's been killed. He's not dead. He takes the baby Metroid and he escapes back to planet Zebes. And you must return yourself. This is now personal. More personal than before. So you go through and once again you take out Ridley. You take out Kraid along with Fantoon, who is maybe one of the Space Pirate generals, but maybe not. He is considered kind of like a space ghost. He goes wherever misery and stuff is concerned in some of the stuff that's talked about him. But you must defeat him, and you also must defeat Crocomire, who is a monster that lives within the depths of Zebes. So you kill all of them. It opens up the path to go on to Mother Brain again. So you go back to Touraine. You must face Mother Brain, who has somehow also been rebuilt by the space pirates. You take her out, but she doesn't die. Instead, it's turned out that she has a new body. And so you fight it, but you can't defeat this new body of Mother Brain. She goes to take you out. Baby Metroid comes and saves you, sacrificing itself in the process. You take out Mother Brain, you escape Zebes, and the planet is taken out. Right? As before in Zero Mission, it's kind of shown that only the base was destroyed before. Only Touraine was destroyed before. So you escape from Zebes one more time, and you take off. No more Metroids in the universe. Metroids have been fully eradicated. At least you think so. Then you have... I just realized it always looks like I have a perpetually raised eyebrow. Other M is the next game in the series, and it's kind of poo-pooed on. Other M is actually not too bad. The gameplay for it is a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed playing this game. But it has the same issue as the other games have. The canon is kind of weird. Basically, Metroid canon, you look at the major points, and then everything in the middle, you kind of fudge around until it fits whatever you want it to fit. There's a lot of stuff that, like, they throw a character in, like Nightmare is in Other M, even though he shouldn't really be there, according to Fusion, which was made before. So there's a lot of stuff like that. Like, you end up facing Phantoon again, and you face the Nightmare, all this kind of stuff. Other M. The other thing that happens in Other M that a lot of people don't like is the voice acting. The voice acting in that game is terrible, but that's a little bit of a difference between how the Japanese would voice act and how Western audiences voice act. Samus is kind of monotone throughout the game, and it's not... It doesn't work for a Western audience, but... It's kind of meant to show that she is a stronger character in Japan, if I remember correctly. Like, it's not just like a I have no emotions kind of thing. It's meant to show that she's calm and collected, all this kind of stuff in Japan. But because of the difference between how they would voice act in Japan and how they would voice act here in the States, or in Western audiences, it kind of flops a little bit. The other thing that happens is they kind of softened up Samus a little bit. They gave her some PTSD when Ridley shows up again, because... Even though you've killed him, for some reason, the Galactic Federation decided to clone him. Why? I don't know. They're cloning space pirates, they're cloning Ridley, all these weird things. Guess what? They're also cloning Metroid. So, the Galactic Federation has their fingers in too many pies that are not too good for them. Samus kind of realizes this. But the other thing that happens is this game introduces us to Adam Malkovich, who is mentioned in Metroid Fusion. Like I said, the game came out before Other M. I'm talking about, this is the games in series, timeline-wise. But if you're playing timeline-wise, this will introduce you to Adam Malkovich, who is the CEO, the CO, who kind of took Samus under his wing when she left the Chozo and became a member of the Galactic Federation before she left. Eventually, she and Adam have a falling out, which has to do with Adam's brother, who sacrificed himself. Basically, Samus kind of holds a little bit, even though she realizes he's right, she holds a little bit of a grudge against Adam at first, because she feels like if he had allowed her to go in, she could have saved his brother. And then later on, Adam kind of does the same thing. Adam sacrifices himself in front of Samus, who feels like she could have helped him and could have saved him. And it introduces something that I think is actually necessary for Samus, though. I think it introduces the idea that Samus is a badass bounty hunter, right? She is Samus Aran, right? She is talked about in legend and myth and all this kind of stuff throughout the Galactic Federation. Some people don't believe she's real, which you kind of find out during the echoes gameplay when you read some logs by Space Federation troopers who are like lower down. They've never really seen her. They talk about her like she's Santa Claus, right? So it's interesting to see that Samus doesn't have... It doesn't seem like she probably does, right? You don't really know. But she doesn't have a lot of people that she depends on familial-wise because she's lost her family. She's lost Oldbird. She's lost Grey Voice. And so she had Adam and his brother. That was like a new surrogate family for her. And so it was interesting to see the fact that she has these connections that you don't really see because they talk about it. They kind of show it, but you've never seen it. So you see her lose her composure when Adam sacrifices himself and she's on the other side of the door just banging on it. I like the fact that it showed that for us, as unbeatable as Samus seems to be, she dies in the games, of course, when you're playing, but storyline-wise, she's unbeatable. She can't be stopped. I thought it was an interesting change of pace to show her being stopped. To show her being forced to be human for that 1 second instead of being the unstoppable Samus Aran, right? I like that. I liked the humanity it gave her. I wasn't too hot on the PTSD thing. I understand why they did it, but it just didn't fit with me, especially with the fact that she's seen Ridley so many times before this. For her to suddenly be like, I know some of the excuse can be, well, it's hard to show that in the other games and all this kind of stuff, but I don't know. That one was a hard one for me to accept. I didn't mind it as much as some other people did, but it was hard for me to accept that suddenly crept up on her out of nowhere. That game, though, like I said, is a lot of fun. I think people should play it and just give it a chance to play and just enjoy it for being a good video game. Finally, the last game in the series so far is Metroid Fusion. Metroid Fusion, tons of fun. Very different from the other games. It's more action horror than it is exploration based. Metroid Fusion deals with her returning to planet SR-388 after the Metroids have been eradicated. There is a group of biological explorers and all that kind of stuff. They want to kind of check out the planet life now that they don't have to worry about Metroids. When they go there, they are attacked by a leaper, and Samus takes the leaper out, and something leaves the leaper's body. It turns into this floating parasite organism, which infects Samus. It attacks her and infects her. It is discovered that the organic components of her suit are so integrated into her psyche now that unless she basically wills it off, her suit stays on now. You can't take it off when she's unconscious unless she decides to take it off herself. So they're forced to remove the inorganic components, leaving just basically the bioorganic sheath that's underneath. And so she ends up with a whole different... Let me see here. Let's go to here real quick. On the right-hand side, you see that blue and yellow suit. That is the fusion suit. That is the organic sheath underneath all that armor plating. They save her by infusing her with some of the Metroid DNA. So some of the DNA that was left behind by the baby, because it's discovered that the Metroids were created by the Chozo to eradicate the parasites. They feed off energy. And the X-Parasite is basically an energy life form in a parasitic form, as a parasite. And so the Metroids were made to feed off of them. So in eradicating the Metroids, you've eradicated the only predator to the X-Parasite. The X-Parasite will infest its host and kind of mimic it. So giving her the vaccine, she's cured. Her infected suit parts are sent off to a space station to be looked over. That same space station sends out a distress signal, and Samus, being the only person who can take on the X-Parasite without being infected further, is sent in to investigate. Basically, it's discovered that the parasite has infected her suit and has copied her. So you have the SAX, or the Samus Aran X, wandering the station, causing havoc. You discover some other shenanigans that the Galactic Federation is doing, like, hey, guess what? It's worked out for us every other time in the space pirates. Every time they've tried to clone and, play around with Metroid, so let's do it ourselves. Yeah, right? Discovered that Adam Malkovich is consciousness, basically, was copied into a computer, and that's a computer that is on Samus's ship. So she's reunited with Adam in a very different form, but I thought that was cool, because especially if you play him in order and you go from Other M, where she loses Adam, only to kind of get him back at the end of Fusion, is touching, for me, at least. It's not the same, but it's a moment of reprieve for Samus that she normally doesn't get, at least in the games. In the games, she goes off and she destroys this, and the Space Harriers come back and she destroys that. She has to take off Metroids. And she doesn't look for rewards, but her rewards are usually, thanks, Samus, thank you! Right? But this time her reward is a reuniting with someone who was like a father figure to her. And I think that's really cool. I liked that as part of the ending for Metroid Fusion. But basically, we come to a point now where the only way to really expand on Samus' story is to continue on after Fusion. And that is what they're doing with Metroid Dread. That is why Samus' suit looks so different in a lot of the images you see, where she has like that blue and stuff on her suit. It's because of Fusion. She does regain her abilities and such later on by fusing with one of the SAX that stole all her abilities. So she kind of like gets the ability to use Ice Beam and stuff back that she couldn't do before because it would hurt her. She had to use a special missile instead. But it does leave her suit changed. She still has a more organic look. And so when you see in Metroid Dread the sinew and all that kind of stuff, that's why. It's because it's based off her Fusion suit, which was more organic in appearance. I'm really looking forward to Dread. And that's about all I have to say on that one. I haven't really looked up too much besides looking at the suit, so I actually don't know too much what's going on. Let me go ahead and close this real quick. Boop. Sorry, I had the Metroid music playing in the background. I actually do want to try out something else, though. I discovered a program on one of my old hard drives that I had set aside. I have external hard drives that I sometimes save. And so I want to pull up one of those. I got to just remember what it's in. I think it's under this one. There we go. All right. This is a very old program. This is a program that Lego used to offer. Let me see here. Let me make sure that I turn on the desktop because there is some noise associated with it. There we go. This is the Lego Digital Designer. It hasn't been in use for years and years and years. But, it's a very manipulative program that lets you build things on your computer. And what would happen is you could go down here. You could filter bricks by boxes. Hero Factory, that's the only box they had. You could filter bricks by color. You could zoom in and out on this. You could zoom in and out of this by using your mouse wheel. The other thing that you could do, you could go groups. I don't have any groups in here. This was stuff like you would make templates. Don't have any of those because those are actually also no longer offered. This used to be something that Lego offered. You have this down here. Creates a template from a selection. So what this thing lets you do, I don't know if it'll... You could export it. Generate a building guide, take a screenshot, paint things, clone things, build mode, view mode, building guide, new themes, and all that. But what this lets you do, if you go over to here, is you used to be able to send this to Lego. So what you could do is you could be like, okay, let me go here and we'll put this right here, and I just want this one piece. When you were able to connect this online to Lego's thing, you could just send this straight to Lego and have them send you this piece and instructions if you so desired. Boop. So up here we have selection tool. You can do multi-selection, color selection, all that kind of stuff. Invert the selections. Clone, hinge align, flex, paint it, and hide it. So this was really cool. There is not all the pieces available. They would put in and take out parts. But you got all these fun little tools. I'll go ahead and collapse this again. So you have bricks, open. So you got single bricks, clear. You've got the bricks here that you can turn. And you can see it's like those weird kind of grillish bricks. Got it in clear brick here. You got printed bricks. All kinds of fun colors. You've got the like they call them palisade bricks. And this would also give you a name. 1x3s. You got your 1x2x2s. All kinds of fun stuff. L shapes, all that kind of stuff, right? This is going to be your round bricks. So you got these. You got the ones that are cones. You got decorations. You got like curved bricks. And you got these. So here you go. This is the R2-D2 head. So if you really wanted to, you can make R2-D2. There you go. You got this R2-D2 body. Lots of cool stuff in here. These are like your headlamps. Your bricks with little things sticking off of them. Or ones that have sliders in them. I think, yeah, here you go. You also got these ones, the sliding pieces. You got these really cool ones, the multi-groove. Lots of really cool bricks in here. Let's see. You've got Technic bricks. You've got slopes. You've got angled pieces, like roof tiles. Okay, so the roof tiles used to be in with the slopes. So were these. These are your rounded slopes. Or arches, or whatever you want to call them. So, look at that. Plates. Angled plates, round plates. This is basically your not square plates. You've got the plates with clips. And hinges and all that kind of stuff. Windshields, doors, and windows, wheels, chain links for like if you want to do tanks, that kind of stuff. You got joints for grease band. You can move it around too. So if you do this, you can, no, don't put it down. Flip it around, turn it, all kinds of stuff there. So you can make trains if you wanted to. This thing is cool. You got this. This was actually really cool. So you've got things like sound bricks, right? For a motorcycle, we've got other sound brick here. You've got the globes. You've got cables. You've got motors. Right? So you could just basically saying, oh, this connects to this. That way you don't get the wire in the way. You've got sound sensors and color sensors and light sensors and all kinds of fun stuff. You've got the battery box. You got another motor piece. You've got a joint motor. All kinds of really cool stuff. So these would, you'd need something like this. So you turn it and you plug it in eventually somehow. There you go, plugged in. There you are. And that's how you get that to work. All right, so let's go ahead and select a whole bunch of stuff here. There we go. Boop. Clear up the space. All right. You've got, these are more like connectors for Technic beams instead of the Lego bricks style. You've got pins and stop joints and all kinds of stuff like that here. Gears. This is like Bionicle parts, I think? Or car parts? I'm not sure. I think these are like car parts, basically, or just don't know where to put them parts. Like some of these are car parts. Some of these parts are no longer being made by Lego either, from what I can tell. So you got all kinds of fun Bionicle type parts, car parts in there. This is like, you know, wands, shafts, that kind of stuff. Got fins, which also gives you some train wheels for some reason. You've got these handles. You've got the underframe for a stretcher, which means the stretcher's probably in here. Jet engine turbines. All kinds of fun stuff. Got boat parts. Train parts. Let's see. I'm looking to see if they have... They don't have the... There you go. Train chassis. Right here. You got curved train. You got the tracks that go up. You got a white chassis. So all kinds of fun stuff. Just stick it on that. All right, and then we have, these are like your hinges, and also if you want to tie a rope to something, the drums. We've got people parts. Hey, pup. I'll take you for a walk in just a little bit. Collapse that. We've got heads. Some of these are really cool, like this one here. Skeleton head. We've got this head. You can stack them up. Let's just go and get the stack going. So yeah, there's lots of cool heads in this. Hair pieces. Got the Wolverine head, or Wolverine hair. We got hats and helmets and parts that go on those. We got the spiked hair piece. I think the Nazgul and... No, not Nazgul. I think this was a crown used for some of them, but that was also used for Darth Maul. So we got all kinds of helmets there. We got body parts. Mostly for skeletons or robots. Got a pixie mini head. I don't know why they call it a pixie mini head when it's definitely Dobby. Got a cool Grievous leg. Got a Grievous head in gray. I don't know what head this is. Bionicle, looks like? Yeah. So all kinds of cool little fun parts. Body armor and body parts. At one point, I ordered a whole bunch of these for Creo Transformers I had. Got tools. Got like food pieces and other miscellaneous parts for people. Turkey. One of my favorite Lego parts is actually that turkey. And we got animals. There are dinosaurs in here. There's crocodiles. There is... I don't think they have the... No. They don't have the part from Indiana Jones, which was like a little minifigure guy, but spider webs. You got a rabbit. Squids. Oh no, dragon head. Big dragon head. Ninjago dragon head. You want a pterodactyl? Here you go. You want a Ceratops head? There you are. How about a Compy? Which is really goddamn big. Compy should not be that big. Anyways. So yeah, lots of cool stuff here. I might at some point just go ahead and build something on here after I kind of draw it out. Spend a day just building on here. But yeah, lots of really cool things there. Hey, Leroy. I was showing off the Lego Digital Designer. I beat Metroid Zero Mission just a little bit ago. So I was just showing off the designer thing here. I got a mosquito bite right here, like just underneath the sleeve, and sometimes when my arm rubs against it, it's like, ah! Yeah, lots of really cool stuff. Like I said, I think at some point I'm just going to sit down and build something on here when I'm online. It's not a program you can get anymore. I tried to find it officially through Lego. You could probably get it unofficially. But this is the last version that they did. This is version 1.1.7, I think. You can just delete everything by copying it over. So I could see on here, in order to actually run this program, I have to be in a whole separate window. I can't do it through this thing like I normally would. So yeah, that's the Lego Digital Designer program. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I used to build old Star Wars sets on here and try to order them, but you'd be missing like essential pieces like the canopy and all that. And I'd go to online to look to see how much like just that canopy part would be costing, and be like $1.50 or something for just one piece, and that was just too much. These sets could run you really expensive too, depending on the age of the parts. Like some of the parts would be more expensive than others. I think at one point I built one of the original modular houses on here. I went to order, it was like $400. So yeah, that was really expensive. But yeah, there are some really cool things on here. Like you do have, I didn't check this out. You got piping, belts, that kind of stuff. And I forgot to check this out, but you got your plates. So you can build huge base plates in all kinds of color, gray, white. I think there's a clear. This is clear. You can barely tell it's clear, but you can kind of see through it. Red, beige, a yellow, blue, bright green, and a darker green. You have roadways. You got approaches. You got these fun little ones, so you can build like an actual city if you really wanted to. I did that at one point on my old computer that this hard drive is from. Unfortunately, I didn't save that file. But I had a whole huge city built. I like the road plates. I always have. I actually have a bunch of road plates myself. At some point, I would like to, if I could still do it on here, I'd build something. So what you can do, and I've done this before, so let's go show you some tricks real quick. If you want to build snot, which means, grab this, turn it on its side, like this. Snot means studs not on top. So if you want to build like a little roadway, we're going to need that part. And we're going to need some plates. Plates. I want white plates. And I want black plates. You can do it with this. Let's actually use, be a little smart about this. So we want white plate. And I want a 1x2 black plate. Where you at? 1x2. This. And then we also want a 1x4 black tile. All right. So let's go ahead and center the view here. So to get this going, what you want to do, put that there. What you can do is, maybe I should do this a little bit differently. Yeah, let's do this a little bit differently, actually. I was going to just do a quick, well, let's just do the quick version. So do this, put that there. Let's go back and grab that other tile, which I think I can, I don't believe there's an undo set. There it is. There is. So let's grab this, put this here. We'll grab the copy tool, put that there. Do that, copy this, put this here. And then what we want to do is grab this, You can click that on here. And what you can do, like I said, this is just a really quick... Oh, no, I don't want to copy that one piece. Thank you. Do this. I don't. So, issue I have with my mouse is it's really sensitive. You do this. And there you go. Really quick, easy road. So if you want to put something smaller on here, you can. If you want to build mini buildings, whatever. This is something that I'm kind of working on a little bit here and there for myself. Offline for when I go to display or maybe even review some of my mini-pla. Since they're supposed to be giant robots, you know, why shouldn't a giant robot have a road to fight on? Or buildings behind it? So I'm working on building a little mini thing behind, you know, something like this. So this is one of the techniques I would be using because it uses very few bricks, to be very honest, because you can do it, you know, you don't have to do it this way. You can leave the 4 up here, or you could just, let's go ahead and delete this, delete this. So you can do that. You know, if you already know what you want to build. Let's go back to the 4. We can use 3s, we can use 4s. We'll go with the 4 though, just because it's longer. So what you can do, turn. So you do this, right? And now you're slowly connecting all the parts. And you can kind of keep going until, oh, not that part, until you want to stop, right? All right, and if we click this, I can just do this now. Boop. Copy this, copy this. These are really simple tricks to use. Hey, you're supposed to copy the whole thing I selected. But basically, this will sandwich the parts. All right, let's get rid of those extra ones here. This one and this one. So that sandwiches the parts, connected selection tool. And now I can move the whole road. It's all connected. You could use gray here if you wanted to start up your sidewalk kind of deal. Which, let me go ahead and do that. So we'll go to this, we'll go to paint, and boop. There you go. Now you got a sidewalk on the side of the road. You can do a 1x4 plate here on the other side to get the other sidewalk. I have fun with Lego. I don't build enough with Lego with as much fun as I have using it. You know, easy enough. So now you got a sidewalk. You know, you could display it with this end on this facing you, kind of deal, just so it looks nice and neat. And then say you want to start building up. Well, how do you do that? Well, there's a couple of ways. Collapse this. So what I usually do if I decide to start building up is, let me go ahead and delete this piece here. I would use something like this. And now I'm going to turn it so I can see what I'm doing. And turn this. And then you can just plug it in. Now it does raise it up just a little bit, as you can see, but that's fine. And now I can actually start building up. Another thing you can do, I don't know if they have it in these. Let's find out. Do they have the plates I'm looking for? Might not be in this. All right, maybe not there. Maybe specialty plates. So there's a couple ways to do this. You could use these for, oh, not this color. You could actually, let me go ahead and delete this piece and delete this piece. And not that other piece, though. Like I said, my mouse sometimes double clicks on me. So take this, turn it the right direction, put it down, stick it in. And if you look, it extends way out. And then what you can do is you can use sliders and slide it in somewhere. If you want to do it that way, I don't recommend doing it that way. It becomes a pain in the butt a little bit. Hey, no, not that part. Just this part. Let's see, I'm looking for a specific plate that I thought would be in here. You can use... There's a couple ways to do this. So the way... There we are. Something like this. Right? You can use these. Not this one, though. That's not the right side. There we go. These ones. So you can use something like this one, right? Turn it, turn it. There we go. Do something like this so you can start building up. Sticks up a little bit, but, you know, you're going to put a building there anyways, right? Or the other way you can do it. Where are they? This right here. Let's go with light gray. Way off in the distance there, right? If you connect these here, and then you go to pins, you have these pins here. Pop that in. Do the same thing here. Pop this one in. And then let's collapse the pins. And let's just go to, hey, collapse. Go here. And we'll just pick this piece just because. It's an interesting looking piece. And guess what? Oh, they don't let you do it on this? No. Oh, yes, they do. There you go. Now you're connected on there. So if I grab the connect the selection tool, boop. So that's another way you can do it by having it remain flat. So yeah, all kinds of fun tricks you can do with Lego, even on this. You can't do some of the illegal build stuff. It doesn't let you. Stuff that you could do. Oh, ignore the itch. Stuff that... Oh, got excited. I thought I had coffee. Stuff you can do in real life. Like you can't stick a plate into a hinge part. Or not a hinge part, like a clip. So I can't take a clip here, like this one. Unless they... So, like I said, this is a later version. I haven't tried all the illegal stuff yet. Yeah, you can't stick it in there. It won't let you. No way, no how. Because it's considered an illegal build, it's not good for your Legos. Even though Lego does do it sometimes with their own stuff. So a lot of the illegal build techniques you can't do. Yeah, I might build a little mini cityscape here at some point on here. As just like a further test run besides the road that I have building up. Close this down. Do not save. So when you do go to use this program, if you manage to get it, open it up here. Pulls it up, initializes it. Oh, I got 4.3. That's the version this is. Can't access the internet because, like I said, this is no longer an available thing. So you just have to say that's fine, and it'll launch it. Then you can choose to open a file if you have one saved. I don't have any files saved. Oh crap! I closed. Damn it! Did I really do that? Open Studio. Content. Go live. Let me see here. Am I still live? Oh, okay. I closed the screen. I wasn't sure if I was still live. Oops. Close this down accidentally. So yeah, there you go. So that's a really cool, fun program I have. I'll probably use it on here off and on. Mostly when I have in mind to build something. So I need to go for a little bit. I actually have to walk the dog. I will be back in roughly a half hour. I plan on playing a little bit more video games today. I'm probably going to play a little bit of Fusion or maybe a little bit of Persona 3. I'm not sure which. But I'm going to definitely play a little bit more video games for a little bit today. It's kind of a slow day for me. I have plans later this afternoon to go hang out with my daughter and a friend at a park. But other than that, I have no plans other than relaxing. So, like I said, I got to walk the dog. Going to do that real quick. And then I'll be back in about a half hour. So I'll schedule a stream. I'm not sure what game I'm going to play just yet. I really think I might end up playing Fusion. I'm kind of in a Metroid mood, it looks like. So if anyone's available, come on back. We'll hang out. We'll play some more games. Until then, see you in a half hour. Farewell. Oh, something somebody asked me to do. In fact, it was Leroy here. I will be actually taking him apart in the near future to rebuild him online. So we'll do a build video again. But yeah, join me again in a half hour. I'll be back. Love you all. Be safe. Get coffee. Coffee's good. Bye, guys. I'll be back.